Welcome back to another episode of the channel, guys. So do apologize for the long wait on the videos, but have been going through some personal issues along, but I will not get into detail on that as well. I have been busy with work and so on, so I do apologize. So I know this video is requested by many, and I was just waiting for the information on the person so I can actually provide it to you guys. So before we get into the video as well, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and share the video to someone that you might think it will be informative too. And also, I have a playlist as well on the channel labeled JDF. For those who have not watched all the videos or is new to the channel, you can go into that playlist and watch the videos, which probably give you answers to most of the questions that you would like to know. And also, secondly, please bear in mind, if you're going to be asking me questions, I expect that you guys at least would have to, or at least would actually do your research, because bear in mind, the JDF website is there, so you guys can actually go onto the website. The information is free, and look, what I basically do is expound on certain things that you don't see on the website. You understand? So enough of that, let's get into the video. So this video basically would be, as you would say, for officers only, or person looking to become JDF officers. But as a normal person, you still can watch the video. I don't have a problem, but this information will be most useful for those looking to turn an officer in JDF. And what exactly I will be talking about in this video is the Aosb, which stands for Army Officer Selection Board. So this is something that you have to pass before you can actually consider to go into training as an officer. So bear in mind, you guys will be hearing me reading, because this information was presented to me by someone that has been down that area before. Alright? So to get into this, so the person says, initially, before you go into the interview, you will be briefed how to approach interview office. So bear in mind that when certain things like this happen, them brief you exactly what to do and what not to do. So when I tell you if you don't listen, and I go in there, go make a fool of yourself, because every key mistake you make will be taken accounted for. So bear that in mind. And also, so you might go down in a what them brief if you tell us if you do. So him say, so you knock 3 times, then you will say, so you knock 3 times, then they will say enter. You go inside, state your name and those stuff, basically state the name and so on, and address them, etc. So basically I go in and state the name, and anything else when it tells of state while I'm briefing. So just in a this, just remain calm, don't get too jiggy and them thing there. Just remain calm and remain focused, don't get too nervous. So as a person now, I must say the interview consists of 2 to 3 persons with the ranks of either staff sergeant, or possible a warrant officer, which is a W1, or a CO, which is a commanding officer, for NCO interview, which is non-commissioned officers. So for commissioned officers, it is either a W1, lieutenant, or a captain. There will always be one female present in most cases. So it's self-explanatory. So these are the people you would see that would interview. If I watch my previous video talking about the ranks in regards to the PIF, so the W1 would actually have, I think it's gone to a quota form now. Or depending, you have different W1 in the state, but the lieutenant will actually have the 2 PIF, and the captain will actually have the 3 PIF. So as him said, there will always be a female present. So I say in the interview, you will have one person asking some very tough questions that you may feel is irrelevant, and the other will ask some more relevant and easier question to answer out of your head. Alright, so in regards to that, to expound upon it more, it's typical thing in the JDF. So when them do that now, them try to test you if you say, based on if you come under pressure, because remember, as an officer, you go take charge of like an entire platoon or entire intake or something like that. So if you come under pressure, them go say how your mind go react to certain things, and this is where logics and common sense come into play. And this is why I try make you know say certain question I'm still ask someone to apply logics and common sense to it before you ask me the question. And sometimes when you go get the question, ignore it and now go say me answer because a simple common sense and a simple logics. So them the question that go hard for you if you don't use common sense and logic to it, because you go say why am I asking question but they want to see how you think. So it's a based on how you think and based on the fact that if you're under certain pressure, how you go think, if you go think logically or just go think do some crazy crap and that not gonna really work in Nigeria. So as you must know, so they said the purpose of the good cop, bad cop narrative is to see how you handle yourself when you suddenly switch from an easier to harder question, vice versa. You see, when we just talked about a while ago. They are going to give general great questions that some... Alright, wait. Let me read over that. He really makes some mistakes here. So they are going to give general great questions, but some that you have to do research on so that they will know how prepare and determined you are for the job. So you hear that? Certain say if you go, say you're gonna be an officer, you have to do your research. And we know some people ask me say, oh, when me have to go do my research pan and this and that and never know what, but I'm getting into it because the person includes some questions where them actually go ask. So if you're looking to be an officer and you get to that point, these are some questions that they might ask. So as me say, have to do your research because this is what me understand most people now do. Them not research. In my time when I was looking to join the JD, I did not have nobody to tell you the things they want me to tell you. No, you get me? So consider you guys fortunate. You see me? People ask me to make some unnecessary videos. I am not doing it for no views, and I'm not doing it because I'm doing it to provide people with information. I want you guys to get in. People who want to get in. You get me? Because I'm pretty sure that I'm the only YouTube channel where practically upon YouTube will actually cover them type of things here. So I'm going out on a limb and just to confirm again, because somebody asked me recently if I am still in the army. No, I am an ex-soldier. If I was still a soldier, you would not know the name Ace or unknown Ace because I wouldn't have the time. Plus, I would not be able, as a soldier, certain information you should not share with the public. But because I'm an ex-soldier, it does not apply to me. So, enough on that, let's get into the question. So the person says, the questions generally asked, and say, you can elaborate on each of the following questions personally to me. Alright, so you can elaborate more upon some of my questions yourself. So this might even be one long video, but me will try elaborate upon some for those who might not understand. He said, why have you chosen... Alright, so first question, sorry. Why have you chosen the army and not the Coast Guard or Airwing? Alright, so... I don't want to go on tricky question because most people go get this confused. The army as well, the army overall are one big thing. You see me? So the Coast Guard and Airwing would have come under one, but by right them are sub branches. Coast Guard kind of do for them own thing and all. But this is a trick question because if you don't listen to what he must say, because them go ask you say why you chosen to join the army and not the Coast Guard. But the thing is, the Coast Guard and the Airwing is actually under the same thing. You get me? Because you have infantry, which is the normal soldier and when you say walk up and down on the road. And you have the Coast Guard. And then you have Airwing. But the funny thing is you have to go through basic training as one. Because you can't just apply for Coast Guard. So you have to go through infantry training before you can actually go to Coast Guard. So even if an officer, you have to go through infantry before you can go to Coast Guard or Airwing. So right there, so you can do a little research, but this right there says a trick question. It says, what do you and your partner think about joining the army? Alright, so basically that right there, so as them say, you're supposed to single. So bear in mind, I would not imply you to lie, but I would say that you either can say, well, your partner is into it or them okay, because the reason why I'm gonna ask is because during the course you will be away for a very, very long time. You get me? A couple years or so. But them ask you this question in regards to that's what I'm telling you already in the video. So when you're gonna join the army, make sure you talk to your spouse, sit down with your spouse and talk about it before you go join. Because when you go in a training and if I know say a woman go no bun and go breed for one next man, you go mash up on the mentality and you now go function right afterwards. Alright, but that's self-explanatory, but let's move on to the next question. Question 3. What is a typical day of an army infantry person in your chosen role? So basically, typical day, how I can explain it? Typical day, you wake up 6 o'clock in the morning. You do morning duty, as in I say morning duty. You clean up where you stay, clean up the section or the floor where you're on, like clean up that. The morning duty. Then you go get breakfast, which would be ration, and then you muster, and then you check up, and then you will be. Then you go about a normal duty. If you have a road, you go road. If you have office work, but bear in mind, everybody have to muster. Everybody, don't the officers have to muster. Everybody have to muster. Check out, can you go check and make sure you're well shaven, you're well groomed, your uniform intact. All of them things, you go check for that in your muster. But can't really elaborate much on that, but that's a typical day. That's how every day starts. Wake up in the morning, early do your morning duty, get a ration, muster, and then you begin your day after. So alright, number 4. What do you do in your spare time? So this now, I'm gonna tell the people them say. For this, I'm gonna tell the people them say in your spare time, your life you go play football and play a game. No, not tell the people them that. Cause I know say somebody I go in night and tell the people them. Tell the people them say. Better I'm not tell them. That's in cases like these I have to take up certain things. In cases like this, that's alright. I like to, in my spare time, I like to read. I like to read about, like, instead of reading, guys, like what, like politics, international news. I like to do my research. I like to keep up to date with certain things that is either happening in the country or outside of the country. Things like them. They want to say, yo, them now give them position to know waste man. But when they have no idea, they have to be a kind of funny. Because as officers, they have a thing to uphold because they're representation of the Queen, as I said before. So that's pretty much self-explanatory. Say you practically know if you do this. So, all right. So question 5: what do you think about your educational results? So basically, it's either this. Cause them gonna want to see if you want to expound upon what you have or you want to stay with it. So if you either say, oh, well, so far looking at my results, it's not that bad, but I wish to get more or to further my knowledge or education. When you say that now, them I say, alright, you look like somebody who will actually be in the JDF and try to build yourself. Now if you just in there and just stay one point. Like, not if you stay in a stagnant water. You get me? So number 6 question. Wait, let me understand this. Where they... Alright, instead of I'm gonna say, where you what they expected, meaning that in regards to if what you think outside about the JDF, like when you come and start to see and I do certain things leading up to the selection, but if you if it fits how you did think of them at that time. But more than likely the answer yes or probably just say 1 and 2 something, but you know over there. This is question 7. What parts of basic training do you expect to find the hardest? Alright, as me say, alright, so how this part of training, I think everybody go have problem with a gas there, which I'm calling training NPC training if I get it correct. But yeah, gas there me go find, most people go find hard in a training, but it's like bomb night not really that hectic like gas. Gas there is very hard. Very, very hard. Enough people not really. I see my big man ball like a girl. When gas burn them, hey, gas is a dangerous thing. But let's move on. Number 8. You say, what is your first choice? And why? It's a regiment like alright, so well I can look that up as well. Can you have the engineering regiment? What about I'm gonna motor regiment? I can look that up. Number 9, can you tell me about any personal achievement you have experienced in your life so far? So that's self-explanatory. Like no matter ask any achievement you have get during a lifetime or something like that, during an experience or any achievement where you think will actually be suitable. You gotta tell the man him say, well, you gotta do this and all kind of manner. Make sure something sensible. 10. What is the role of an NCO? So alright, based on what me see, an NCO would have basically be like the W1 or something. Them are like the sub bosses. So as a commanding officer, you would have issue the orders, and then them, the NCOs, would actually make sure that the orders are followed. Then we execute, make sure the privates them or whoever execute the orders and them thing. But you can look up on that still, but that are based on my, you me say, and based on my experience. Number 11. What does basic training consist of? Well, it is on the website. You can look it up because them tell up on the website. Them not hide that. Them show you. Them tell up on the website. You can look it up on the website. And there's a lot of things. I think them actually put gas day upon it too. Them put gas day upon it, but overall it's an internal research for you, but me just make you know the question them as well. So you can look up that on the JDF website. Is actually there. It's not hidden from the public. But number 12, did you have any responsibilities while in school or college? So basically, I say if I did, when I did go to school or college, if I did use to work and have to put food on the table, or if I did have like, you have to come home, when I come home from school, you have to cook dinner and them type of things and make sure X and X done. Responsibilities like them. So self-explanatory as well. 13, what are your strengths? Well, I don't really have to explain this to nobody. Let me explain, because this is typical question also. What are your strengths and what are your weakness? How can you make your weakness into your strengths and so on? So that right there is very self-explanatory. So I don't think no one should actually answer the question wrong out of the norm or something like that. So number 14, tell me about 6 current affairs in Jamaica. Well, I can't expound upon that right now. Or better expound upon that. Well, you just have to look. Internal research upon your end. I am just setting the basics here. You get me? So I will try. So I'm just set the basis here for you. So I will try to include this as well before I'm going on the last question. So and 15, what is the major problem in Jamaica and how can you change and help fix it? Well, that's self-explanatory as well. So you would have to come up and, well, the main problem basically are crime. It's crime. Literally crime. So you have to go tell them how you think you can solve crime and what you think can be done to solve crime. But those are the questions, like 15 questions. But the thing is, I will try to include, or better yet, put these questions in the description for those who probably not hear them correctly or those who want to take them down and do them internal research, which I advise that you do. So before I end the video as well, I hope this video is informative to you. I hope this video helps you potential officers or those looking to be officers in the JDF. And I hope and I wish you guys the best in getting through this process as well. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, refer the video to someone that you might think the video will be useful to. I know the usual. Unknown Ace out.